everybody. We are on to challenge 25 of Linda's Happy Horse, Happy Life, the 52 challenges for you and your horse. Challenge number 25 is backing to a destination. So the goal is you can back your horse on a 12-foot line to a destination, and your horse stays at the end of the line the entire time. The benefits: this challenge really tests your backup and gives it a purpose. Most horses can back up well for about 5 feet, and then it starts to get sluggish or they stop. By having a purpose to this challenge, your destination, it's a great way to work on your backup without feeling like you're drilling it. Backing your horse also teaches him how to sit with his hindquarters. If you have performance goals, this challenge will strengthen your horse's hind end. And then the common mistakes is walking faster as you send more energy down the rope. So if your horse starts to slow down, sometimes what happens is we get more in their space instead of just getting firmer with our wiggle. And then your horse won't go straight. That's another really common mistake. And your horse is not straight because he's mentally not thinking going backwards. And what happens is you have your horse, if you think, Martin Black talks about this, if you think about your horse being like a chain, if you can find a way, say this is the tail and this is your horse, what happens sometimes is we're at the front end of our horse trying to push them back with their nose, but their hindquarters doesn't really want to move. So it'll leak out to the side, or your horse will get all crooked like this. But what we want to have happen is the motor of your horse doing the backup. So it's just pulls your horse back. And that's how you can keep your horse nice and straight. So I figured I'd do a demo with Gus, and then we'll grab Rocky and do it with him. I got a longer line, so the more advanced that you guys are, you want to try to test this on longer and longer lines. So at first, the 12-foot line, and then the 24-foot line, and then a 45-foot line. Can you really get to your horse's mind? Okay. So I got the cones are the destination. And every time I back up my horse, whether there's cones or no cones, I have a place I want them to go. I'm not just backing up. I want them to go somewhere specific. All right, so I'm going to get my body straight and bring my leg up. He kind of peters out and say, you should be backing. 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 There. Good. Very good. He's connected. I'm going to bring the life back in my body. Bite him in. That's good right there. And now see, can he go back to the destination? You should be back. There. Up. Now that's the parking spot. That's the place I want it to feel good to my horse. So just like when we get our horse to go on a circle, I don't want to constantly be having to micromanage him to tell him to keep going. In the beginning, yeah, you're going to have to. But when he starts backing, it's his job to maintain the gait. So do it again. Bite him in. Get it there. Now my leg comes up. You should be backing. You should be backing. Went a little crooked. I'll just see if I can fix that. Right there. Good. This is a really good. Oh, stay there, guys. This is a really good thing to do like to back through a gate. It gives it a real big purpose, or on the trail, if you come back between some trees or back up a hill. Those are all really good ways to help strengthen your horse's hindquarters. All right, so I just grabbed Rocky, and I want to show you the steps that I might take to help a horse do this for the first time. Now, in other challenges, we did back through the gate. So this is not completely new to him, but backing through cones might be. So first, I'm going to ask him to go on the far side of the cones. Get him to get straight. Straight's important. And he needs to know that this is the goal. So he gets comfort and the release of pressure when he's behind those cones. I'm going to see if I can get him to take one step out and then back in. Come forward. And that's good. And now back up. When he does 1 foot, then we'll do 2 feet. Forward. And now back up. Good. Not there. I would think about what Linda Curley says, not that, this. The this is the really important part of that whole sentence. Okay, now we're going to do 3 feet. So I'm going to have a draw in my body. See how he's being a little bit more careful? That's good. Nice. 2 feet. And 3 feet. And now go back. Good. If you notice, the belly of the rope is on the ground, and that's really important because I don't want him to feel any forward pressure when I want him to back up. Okay, now we'll do 4 steps. Invite him in. How straight can he go? All right. We'll get 1 more step out. That's good. Now change my body language. You should be backing. Good. He did 1 step on his own, and then I had to help him. Very good. Very good. Let's see if we can do it a little bit farther this time. Coming up here. That's good there. Life is up. Should be backing. This is the spot where I was telling you earlier where people want to come in here. But what happens when you do that is you've just lost your 12 feet away, or whatever length of this rope is. But it's important that you keep that distance away from your horse. They know, they're aware of it. Again. Now, there's a couple times he wanted to kind of sniff the cone, and I didn't allow that because it's not about the cone. I don't want him getting sidetracked. It's about the straightness. It's about being connected. That's pretty good. All right, now this will be one fun thing I'm just going to add in. When you go to some competitions, sometimes you need to like go fast and then turn your horse around and back into a destination. So we're going to simulate that. This is something you can kind of practice at home. So I'm going to send him around me. I'm going to stop the front feet, yield the back feet, and then hurry up and get to your destination. be something that you can kind of play with. All right, have